ambulance was on an emergency call in Wallingford 3 months ago when its windshield was smashed.
Prosecutors say the case highlights the failures of the state's mental health system, which is putting firefighters and the public in danger. KOMO's Jeremy Harris is live with this update for us. And Jeremy, why was the case dismissed?
Well, I pushed prosecutors on that today. They tell me their hands were tied because the defendant was found incompetent to stand trial, and the state said they couldn't get him in for treatment. Now, the court somehow expects the defendant to go to the state and get the treatment for himself. We were there when Dale Cieslinski was put in handcuffs and arrested, minutes after firefighters said he hurled a brick through the window of this ambulance. Prosecutors charged him with a felony, and court filings show he was given a mental health evaluation and found incompetent to stand trial. But efforts to get him treatment have apparently gone nowhere.
This is ultimately why we need the system on Western State's end to be fixed.
Prosecutors point the finger at Western State Hospital and the Department of Social and Health Services, which is responsible for treating offenders who are found incompetent.
What the law says is that Western State needs to get people in for treatment within a certain short window of time. And if Western State doesn't do that, that's the circumstance that we find ourselves in, where prosecutors' hands are tied because the case gets dismissed, and then this person is back out on the streets without treatment, and nobody wins out of that.
The state filed a motion in court saying they couldn't get Cieslinski a treatment bed because they are overburdened with the number of people being referred for treatment. King County has sued the state over its lack of mental health capacity.
This is really just another example of Western State not doing their part.
Cieslinski gave rambling statements in court about ambulance sirens, and firefighters expressed their safety concerns about him targeting them during an emergency. For now, no treatment and no charges means he is back on the street.
The victims don't win, the community certainly doesn't win, and the defendant who deserves treatment under the law should get that. And this is not the way the system should work at all.
The state did defend themselves in a memo in court and said there's really two factors that are causing such a breakdown of getting people in for treatment. They said there is record demand, and they said there is very high job vacancies at the state system. So even when there is a bed available, that doesn't mean there's staff to fill that position as well. So really a tough conundrum. And in this case, it means that this man who was supposed to go in for treatment, he's known to be homeless. Now he's released, no charges. Reporting live in Seattle, Jeremy Harris, KOMO News.